Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Samsung washer or drain motor. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new drain motor. The drain motor is what shifts the clutch so the washer can drain. The main reason to be changing it out is if the motor failed or the lanyard broke and the washer isn't being shifted so it can drain. In order to get to the part, we have to lay the washer on the front. So first we're going to put a piece of tape on the lid so it doesn't bounce around while we move it. And then we're going to go around back and take off the fill hoses. So we're going to put a towel down to catch any water that might spill out. And then we're going to take our pliers and remove the fill hoses. Make sure you remember which one goes where. They're labeled on the machine, hot and cold. Once you're ready to take them off, you can grab your pliers and loosen them up. Once you break them free, you can just loosen them with your hand. Now that we have the fill hoses disconnected, we can lay a towel down. We're going to lay the washer on its front. We don't want to scratch it up or the floor. Remember to get somebody to help you if you need to. You don't want to drop the washer, it is kind of heavy. First thing we have to do to take the drain motor out is take off the wire harness. There's a locking tab on the bottom. We're going to squeeze it so it releases and we can pull the harness off. Once you have the harness off, you can just set it aside. And then we're going to remove the white fitting that comes over here to the clutch. There's like a cotter pin right here. It's in there pretty easy. All you have to do is grab it and pull it out. And set that aside. Then we can take this white fitting off. You just have to push it back and rotate it off. Once you have those two things removed, we can use a 10mm socket to remove the two screws that hold the drain motor in. Once you have the second screw almost all the way out, you can grab the motor so you don't drop it and take it the rest of the way out. Here's the old drain motor next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. We do have to change this white yoke. We have to take it off the old one and put it onto the new one. In order to get it off, we're going to just grab it and we have to unloop it through here and then pull it down through that slot so it comes off. Then we can put it on the new one. We're going to do it the exact opposite. We're going to put it through the yoke and feed it through the channel. And once you have it here on this end, so it's in its space, then we can bring the cable through and over that hook, snap it back in place so we can put it back in the machine. Same as when we took the drain motor out, we're going to put the bolt into the bracket and then use our wrench to guide it back into place so we don't drop the motor. And once you have it all lined up, you can tighten the bolt down. Once you get it to where it's a little tight, but you can still move it around, you want to make sure that the locating pin and the other hole is lined up so we can put the lower bolt in with no problems. Once you have both bolts in and tightened down, we can grab the white yoke and get it over onto the clutch arm. And all you have to do is push it back into place and come from behind and put it into place. You want to make sure that this angled section right here where the wire went through is on the top. That's how we took it out. And then to hold it in place, we're going to put that cotter pin back in. All you have to do is line up with the hole and push it through. Once you have that snapped in, we can reach over and grab the wire harness. And you want to make sure that the little locking tab is on the bottom. And all you have to do is push it in so it locks into place. Once you have everything installed, we can put the machine back up onto its feet. To lift the machine back up on its feet, you want to come around the front and get somebody to help you if you need it, because just like when you laid it down, it's heavy. So carefully lift it up and put it back on the feet. Now we can go around to the back side and reconnect the fill hoses. To reconnect the fill hoses, all you have to do is start them by hand and get them snug. Once you snug them down, you can tighten them down with the pliers to make sure you get a good seal. When you're hooking up the water fill lines, make sure you hook up the hot one to the hot side and the cold one to the cold side. Now the way the fill hose is reconnected, we can take the tape off the top and you can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.